In this episode with the Kansas City Royals, we're going to go over the top 5 prospects to start the season. Season has just started, and I want to go over the top 5 prospects in the organization. I will go over their full profile as of MLB.com/prospects. If you want to look at there, go ahead and go over there and check them out. And then I will tell you where they will be starting the season and where I see them going in the future. So if you'd like to watch that, stick around. So the first guy obviously is going to be Bobby Witt Jr. If you watched last episode, you know he is going to start in the majors. I don't know how long he will be there, if he will stay there the whole season. Kind of just depends on how he plays. If he plays well enough to stay there, he will. If not, we'll probably send him back down to AAA, try to get some more experience, try to get some more at-bats to get him where he needs to be. But Witt is a 5-tool type of player, and he drives the ball to all fields with excellent barrel control and outstanding bat speed. He has made significant gains in improving his approach in pro ball and becoming more aggressive, while also trimming swing and miss tendencies from his game, and he already knows how to make difficult adjustments within the bats. Witt has long shown plus raw power to his pull side and tapped into more consistency in 2020. Witt should be able to generate even more power as he adds strength to his projectable frame and continues to refine his approach. Witt is also a plus runner who is aggressive on the base pass, giving him a high-end combination of power, speed, and premium position. There is no question Witt will also be able to stay at shortstop, play any infield position with the speed allowing him to have plenty of range. He has very quick hands and an arm that allowed him to throw in the mid-90s off the mound in high school. So this is why he is our number 1 prospect. He can do it all. He's almost ready for the majors. We'll see early on if he's ready to step up and be the number 1 prospect. The number 2 guy for us is going to be Daniel Lynch. He is going to start the season off at MLB as well, and I see him probably staying up here all year. Again, it depends on how he plays. If he really struggles and the ERA is really high, we might move him to the bullpen, or we might send him down to AAA to fix whatever issues he is having and get him back up here at the major league level. Lynch has unlocked more velocity, and he is sitting around the 95 to 97 miles an hour, sometimes touching 99. A plus mid-80s slider represents left-hander's best secondary pitch and plays nicely off his fastball with some big depth and sharp bite. Lynch's changeup was a major focus with his work ethic in the alternative site, and he has become more comfortable throwing it against hitters on both sides of the plate. He completes his 4-pitch mix with an average curveball that he can throw for strikes. Lynch has also gotten better at repeating his delivery and adjusting arm slots. This should help develop at least average command on top of presentable above average control. Lynch's feel for locating his power stuff speaks to his high ceiling as a starter, and there is little doubt that the big left-hander would be a weapon coming out of the bullpen. And coming in at number 3 is going to be Asa Lacy, and the first round pick from last year for the Royals coming in here at number 3. Lacy attacks hitters with a 92 to 97 mile an hour fastball while using his 6'4" frame to create angles at the plate. He uses 2 distinct breaking balls. One is harder, an upper 80s slider, surpassing his downer curveball during his junior season, becoming a true plus pitch. He can pile up whiffs with both pitches, and as well as fading changeup that is a consistent plus, offering and a well above average at its best. While there are no questions about the quality of Lacy's pitches, he'll need to improve his command and control his reach as ceiling as a frontier starter. There is some effort in his 3/4 delivery, and he can't always harness his overpowering stuff. Even without precision location, Lacy could still move quickly as a left-hander who can induce swings and misses for 4 different offerings. And he's going to start the season at AA. We'll have to see if he moves up to AAA. We'll see how he does in AA before moving him up to AAA, but I seriously see him within the next couple of years making the major league roster. Coming in at number 4 is going to be a guy that we got from the international prospect draft. Pena was MLB's pipeline number 5 international prospect in 2019-2020. Royals were able to get him, and Pena's bat and power are his best tools right now, but the other parts of his game are developing quickly. He has a sound approach with a slight uppercut swing and yields hard contact to all fields. He has some pop and has shown some strength, quickness through the strike zone. Pena is an average runner with solid to average arm, good defensive skills, so the Royals are going to let him play in center field for now. He can move anywhere he wants to in the outfield. He's got that type of arm, but he's already added to his frame since he was signed and could outgrow the middle position, moving to right field or left field, where he has offensive tools and arm profile as well. Pena has had his moments last summer where he struggled against older pitching, but we are pleased to see that Pena is open to learning, making adjustments quickly, which could signal a quicker move through the minors once he actually starts playing games. Despite gaining experience last summer, this is someone's age usually doesn't get. Pena is still a young player, has a long way to go, but if it all clicks for him on the field, he has the potential to be the face of the organization. Now we are adding another guy in Erick Pena. We'll have to see how he does this year. He's going to start at AA level. We'll see if he can get up to AAA this year. It's all going to be based on how he plays as everyone else. But we do want to be careful because he does come in at 17 years of age, so we want to make sure that he's ready to go into the next step and not slow him down from progressing. And finally, our number 5 guy coming in is going to be Nick Prado. I have a lot to take from this guy. A first baseman prospect that has a lot of good tools, and Nick has been tinkering with several components of his left-handed swing, and he looked different in 2020, employing a more confident approach that led to better decisions. Prado had his hard hit rate shoot up and whiffs decrease, which is good to see. He's making contact. He's hitting for more home runs than any player in camp, made consistent hard contact to the opposite field after struggling to do so in 2019. So 2020 looking much better, and Prado actually compensates for his fringy speed and excellence instincts on the base pass. He actually runs pretty well for a first baseman, a guy that could see himself at third, could see himself in the outfield as well if he needs to be able to make the team. Prado has long been revered for his defensive prowess as a first baseman, and evaluations give his glove about a 70 grade on a 20 to 80 scouting scale. His athleticism translates well at the position, while a plus arm that he has to fire upper 80s fastball in prep is an underrated weapon. But while Prado's defense ability does give him a higher floor than the typical first baseman, he will need to produce to meet the position's high offensive demands, and we'll see what he does this year as he starts at AAA. He's one of the only other guys to start at AAA this year, and we'll see how he does, if he can possibly make the team this year or next year will be in the major league team. So I know this is kind of weird, kind of short, but I wanted to just go over our top 5 prospects and let you guys know who I'm excited about and who you guys should be excited about as well. I will also go over the top 5 prospects after the draft. We kind of readjust them after the draft, and a couple of guys will move on, like Witt if he stays in the majors. If Lynch stays in the majors, they will kind of go on and they will not be a top 5 prospect anymore because of their time in the majors. So at draft time, after the draft, we'll go over our top 5 prospects again. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, feel free to hit that red subscribe button, and I will see you guys next week. Slacker out.